Hey gang, this is Dr. Hugh coming at you again, and today I've been doing a lot of research. I've just invested in some more education. I've been taking a great class on dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and it's just really, really good content that I think you'll be interested in, because this is a very, very common theme that I see. So I'm talking about dementia, mild cognitive impairment, brain fog, brain fatigue, and iron levels. This is way, way overlooked in the conventional system, and it's a low-hanging fruit. If you're out there suffering right now, click the link below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my station. If you're looking at this video, there must be a reason why you found my video. Give me some love, man. Thumbs up, subscribe, all the above would be greatly appreciated. So, this is a very, very common thing that I'm seeing in all my clients. If you've been damaged with antibiotics, you have chronic fatigue, if you have fibromyalgia, brain fog, brain fatigue, is non-optimum iron levels. Now, we're going to go into the research on what the research shows on poor iron status and dementia. And a dementia eventually leads to Alzheimer's disease. So let's get into the thick of this so you can see what's happening and what you can do about it to get better. So this is all the research. Somewhere around here, there's going to be some kind of link where you can link this up and watch these videos or get these articles here. So this is anemia and the risk for dementia in older adults. So what does this research article say? So I'm just going to go over to the conclusion. I'm not going to read this whole thing, because at the end of the day, you want to have optimum iron status, and the conventional system is not checking iron. And if you have low iron, it's not as easy as simple as, oh, take some iron supplements. That's not the solution to the problem. None of the solutions to your problem is a monotherapy, meaning one. You need a polytherapy approach. So you need a practitioner that looks at you as a human being, looks at all the moving parts. This is why I have all this content, so you can see all the different moving parts. So let's go over, what does the conclusion say? Among older adults, anemia is associated with the risk of developing dementia. Okay, this is a very serious condition. If you've seen anyone with dementia, if you go to the parking lot and you don't remember where you parked your car, if you go to a room and you don't know what you're looking for or where you put your keys, or you're thinking of and you can't think of words, right? These are early signs of dementia. So it's not like all of a sudden you wake up one day and you have full-blown dementia. You have early clinical signs. Just like when people have anemia, they have suboptimal iron status, meaning that you can't be diagnosed with anything, but it's not in the sweet spot. I like to have my labs and my clients running in the sweet spot, humming along, and then just like a nice Corvette, right? Humming along, all cylinders working, nothing wrong with it. That's what we need for you in order for you to get better, and this is one little piece. So, if you have anemia, you're at risk for developing dementia. It's that simple, right? It's black and white, okay? Findings suggest that further study of anemia and the risk factor determining the target for intervention, cognitive. So at the end of the day, what is it saying? If you have anemia, you're going to get dementia. It's that simple. Here's another research article. Let me move me. So this one here, does anemia affect cognitive function and neurological intact adults? So does anemia affect cognitive function in neurologically intact adults? Okay, so this would be you, okay? So do you have anemia? Does it affect neurological problems such as tingling, numbness, right? These weird symptoms. And guess what they came up with? It does. The cognitive, let me just read this. The cognitive, okay, brain function, how quickly you think, right? The cognitive functions were strongly related to hemoglobin levels, as seen in this right here, MMSE score, and higher 𝗪𝗵𝘁 errors. Now, what is that? So I'm going to show you this. So the MMSE, this is a standardized test. This is the mini mental exam, okay? MMSE. So this is a standard test, okay? Now what we have right here, we have the 𝗪𝗵𝘁. So what does that stand for? That stands for the Short Portable Mental Status Questionnaire. So these are basically standard testing that people do to see how your brain is functioning, and they found out that if you have high or if you have low hemoglobin levels, you're going to have cognitive dysfunction. You're going to have neurological problems, okay? That's paper number 2. These are white papers. This isn't Dr. Hugh's opinion. Third one right here. This is a huge study. 37,000 people. Okay, 37,000 people. This is a lot of people. What does this say? It says anemia is an independent risk factor for dementia with a marked increase of risk associated with severe anemia. So at the end of the day, you need to have your iron status checked among all these other polytherapy approaches. Here's some things, here's some labs that I've ran. This is some stuff on anemia. You can see here just visuals. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. This is normal. See all these red blood cells. You see how they're less here. So this is an anemic state. Here's some patients of mine, blood testing. You see saturation. You see at the low range. See the range are 15 to 50. They're at the low end. That's bad. Ferritin, I like to see this between 40 and 80. Ferritin is an iron storage marker. So this tells us iron is so important that you store it in your organs. So we can measure this. Guarantee you've never had this check done, probably. So right here, this is suboptimal iron. You can see the range there, huge range, 20 to 200. Come on, give me a break. So the sweet spot is what? 40 to 80. So you got to look at you and look at a polytherapy approach, have a practitioner, someone that's guiding you like me to figure out what's going on so you get better. Because if you're out there suffering, there's no need to suffer. I'm telling you. I see this day in and day out. This is why I'm so passionate about it. So if you haven't liked my station or liked this video, give me a thumbs up now. Then down here, ferritin, look at this, 11. Okay, I can't tell you how many low ferritins I see, how many iron statuses that I see that are not optimal, right? So you got to just figure this out. You got to figure this out. Now, if you go to my station here, 𝗏𝗀, just Google 𝗏𝗀. Let me just go here, YouTube. Just let's do Google 𝗏𝗀. You'll see my station right here, 𝗏𝗀 DC. And then I have a cool little feature here. I think this is on desktop. You can just search my videos for anemia. Click that, and now here's all my videos that are going to be on anemia, right? So hemoglobin, ciprofloxacin, and anemia. Like, what is it? What is hemoglobin? What does all this stuff mean? So, I go over some cool testing here, before and after testing. I have a lot of great content here. So at the end of the day, what I really wanted to really convey is that for you to get better, if you're having mild cognitive impairment, if you're having a brain fog, brain fatigue, neurological problems can be associated with suboptimal iron. You don't want to wait until, the system is ding, ding, ding. Oh my goodness, you have anemia. Okay, if you're in that state, you have to figure out why you're in that state. Do you have a bad gut? Why aren't you absorbing iron? Do you have not enough hydrochloric acid? Do you have a leaky gut? You don't have enough digestive enzymes? You don't have enough gallbladder acids? What is it? Like, why is this happening? Is your gut inflamed? Are you eating gluten? Is your whole gut inflamed? It's not absorbing anything? You need to kind of figure out what's happening. But at the end of the day, you don't want to wait until the conventional system says, here, take some iron. You're so low that you need to take some iron. That's when it's a major, major problem. So you need to have a strategic plan. You need to have a guide that can say, okay, let's do step 1, simple. Let's do step 2, simple. Let's do step 3, simple. And let's get you well. Because you deserve to be well. If you're watching this video, you deserve to be well. Your God-given right is to be well and healthy. And if you're not, reach out. Down below, there's going to be some contact for you to reach me. I have some information. I have some websites. You can make a 20-minute discovery call. Because at the end of the day, your health is your number one priority. My dad died at 69 in the conventional system. And I don't want that to happen to you or any human being on planet Earth. And nowadays, with the internet, I can help people all over the world. All over the world, people can consume information and get well. I stand for a beacon of health, a beacon of life, of light. So please, just remember, is where there is help, there is hope for you to get well. Take care. Bye-bye.